Good morning, children. Today I'll be taking English grammar for class 7. So in class 6 you might have studied about pronouns, about 7 different types of pronouns we have already studied. I'll just refresh your memory. Personal pronoun like I, we and all those things. Interrogative pronouns, what, where. Demonstrative, this, that. Reflexive, emphatic, possessive and relative. And even if you did not understand it earlier, even if you have forgotten it, no issues. When the school reopens, again we will be going step by step through that one. Today there are 9 pronouns. So these 7 you have already learned: personal, interrogative pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun, possessive pronoun and relative pronoun. Today we are going to see about reciprocal pronoun and indefinite. So both the words will help you understand about what are they. If you don't know also, I'll just explain for you. Reciprocal, you might have studied in maths. What do you mean by reciprocal? For example, what is the reciprocal of 25? What is the reciprocal of 25? Now 25 means 25 by 1. What is the reciprocal? 1 by 25. The denominator becomes the numerator and the numerator becomes the denominator. And this is how we write. We say reciprocal, or we call it as inverse multiplication in mathematics. So here also reciprocal means what? Give and take. It will be easier for you to understand. In reciprocal pronouns there are only 2. One is each other and other is one another. Remember, in reciprocal pronouns only these 2 are there: each other and one another. When do we use that one? When there are only 2 people, 2 things concerned about which we are talking about, like the 2 brothers quarrel with now we are learning about reciprocal pronouns. In reciprocal pronouns, there are only 2: each other, one another. The 2 brothers, we are talking about how many brothers? Only 2 brothers. When I say the twin brothers also, it means 2 only. The 2 brothers quarreled with. So what we write here? Here are only 2. They are always quarreling. So we write here with each other. With each other. What does it mean? I quarreled with my brother quarreled with me. We are only 2, we are all the time quarreling with each other. Now look at this sentence: the 4 brothers fought with whatever. So here there are 4 brothers, more than 2. Here we should never use each other. Here what we use? The 4 brothers. We are talking about more than 2. So we'll say 4 brothers fought with one another. The whole class, or the class of students, helped, what will you write? Each other or one another. There are many students in the class. So how will you write it? The whole class explained or studied with one another, asked questions, one another, when there are more than 2. If there are only 2, we use the reciprocal pronoun each other. And what is the next one? Indefinite. This also you might have studied in mathematics, definite number and indefinite numbers and all those things. And in any other subject have you studied? Definite means something that is sure. Indefinite, like natural numbers you might have studied in mathematics. It's unending. It has got many there. We cannot say it starts with 1 and ends from 10. Like that, English definite article you might have studied. When it says who that particular person is. Or indefinite, when you are not sure. Like for example, one should be careful while crossing the road. Who is that one? You or me or my parents, relatives. One must be careful while crossing the road. It shows that one person. Any person, anybody, when you cross the road, you should be careful. So we are not talking about a definite person. We are not talking the principal or the English teacher or Mr. Abhinav. We are not telling any particular person. Anybody who crosses the road, you have to be very careful. So here it is an indefinite pronoun, like none. None of the boys are good at studies. So I am not telling all the boys. In my class, the boys are not that good. The girls are better. Like this, these are called as when you don't say who is the correct person. And another one, basically I wanted to teach nobody, somebody stole my car. We are not telling the name of the thief, or we don't know who is the thief. So somebody came and then stole my car. And in this basically one, I don't know whether you have studied about it or not. The main thing is few and little. Till now I am very sure you would not have known the difference. Few means thoda, some, little also same. Now look at these two sentences. These are also indefinite pronouns only. So I have written down 4 sentences for you. In this, 2 have the same meaning and 2 are little. I have a few marbles. So we are not giving, I have 4 marbles. When you say it is a definite number, we know 1, 2, 3, 4, definite. I have a few marbles means it can be 2, it can be 20. It is not sure, not definite, and so we call it as indefinite pronoun. Now what is the difference here? I have a few marbles, I have few marbles. When you read it, what do you understand? At first glance you know, article is not there. So does it make any change in the meaning? I have a few marbles, I have few marbles. I think you know what is a marble. The boys used to play that marble, what do you call in Hindi, I don't remember. I have a few marbles, I have few marbles. Now, when I say I have a few marbles, it means I have some marbles with me. When you take out that I have few marbles, it means that you don't have marbles. So you may think, it's quite funny. English is a funny language, but it is not very complex. Once you understand the basic, once you learn to speak, then it will come easily. When I say I have a few marbles, I have little marbles with me. I have some marbles with me. But when you remove that A, sometimes unknowingly you may say, I have few marbles. So actually your sentence is wrong. I have few marbles means I have no marbles with me. Now come to the second one. I think you may be able to explain to me better. I want a little sugar. I want a little sugar. Same like this, few only. I want a little sugar. We don't know how much sugar, 1 kg sugar or half kg sugar or 1 teaspoon sugar. So that is why we call it as indefinite pronoun. I want a little sugar means I want some sugar. Sometimes when your mother brings you tea, it will have less sugar in that one. That you say, Mom, please give me a little sugar. That means give me some sugar. But when you go to somebody's house, after when you are about to finish your rice, they will ask you, do you want some more rice? That time when you say, I want little rice, that time what does it mean? I don't want any more rice. I want little rice means I don't want rice. Whereas when you say, I want a little rice, then what does it mean? You want some rice. Again, you want a second share. Is it clear? And there are many, indefinite like that, but you will understand when you are coming to the class, like none, nobody, somebody and all those things. I wanted you to explain about this a few, a little. A few, a little means some. And when a is not there, it means none. Like that, none, one, anyone, they are all indefinite pronoun. And in reciprocal, there are only two, each other and one another. Thank you very much.